It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New York. It's the Dolphins and the Jets on EA Sports.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, to the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chances.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. From midfield, here's Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Right back to Achane on second down. Shifts by him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Holding offense.
And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, You at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by Sanders is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board. Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff. So I see your 3 points.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll run with Hall. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On play action, here's Tua. It's Hill, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Pick it up.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, a run by H.A. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30 as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. A short one there, caught by Likely. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And a short gain here down to the 22. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the ground, H.A. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel? Or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
All again on 2nd down. Scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On play action, now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hall. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellows up front.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On play action, Rodgers. Right side, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Paul on a give up the middle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Right back to Achane on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over. New York set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Rodgers to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Well, hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Rodgers now on first down. Got a man, that's Lazard. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the... Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Miami set to take over. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. Tua now on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Running left, it's Hall. And shedding through the tackle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And this is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On play action, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Tua and the Dolphins now with a first and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw over the middle taken in. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Tua.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. In the 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's a give to Hall. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on 1st down. Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need Tua.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now Tua.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
Throwing Tua.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Hall again. To about the 26 here.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
That'll be caught by Hill.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.